Local 4 has learned not every vaccinated Michigander is eligible for the state's $1 million sweepstakes.
There were questions over whether the people who had participated in the COVID vaccine trials last year could enter. Rod Maloney got the answer. It is not going over well with at least one of the participants, Rod.
And who can blame them, Devin? I mean, when the call went out last summer for volunteers for the vaccine study trial, hundreds of people lined up, got their jab early back last summer, right? August? Well, little did they know there was going to be a sweepstakes. Ray Corbin of Troy took part in the Moderna clinical trial and got his first jab last August 30th. Then last week, the My Shot to Win sweepstakes emerged. Ray registered his wife, Carol, who'd received her shot earlier this year. Thinking he could register, he discovered the December 1st cutoff.
I'm not in this for the money, Rod. You know, this is just about fairness for me.
Now, Monday, the governor's office referred us to Meyer, which is administering the sweepstakes. And today, their response came in. Quote, there is no guarantee that all information from the clinical trials was entered into MICR. That's the Michigan Care Improvement Registry. So it's not possible to validate everyone who participated in the clinical trials, end quote. But here's the rub. Ray's doctor confirmed he's in MICR. So we moved on to the Protect Michigan Commission, the governor's COVID education and communications arm. And this afternoon, Director Carrie Ebersol Singh answered the ultimate question here. Is Ray or the fellow study participants eligible for the sweepstakes?
No.
Why?
We worked with a set of organizations to make this as inclusive as possible. You know, there are other states that are implementing a sweepstakes or a raffle style lottery that did not include folks that were vaccinated prior to that date and timeline they offered these incentives.
But at the end of the day, I'm a pretty logical thinker being an engineer, but somehow this logic doesn't quite add up to me.
And in fact, Ray said he's disappointed in this. Now, he did say that part of the reason why he started asking all the questions was because he doesn't necessarily need the money, but he says he thinks that there are other people within the trials that sure could use that money should they win it. And so he wanted to ask the question. We now have the answer. Again, disappointed. Back to you.
Yeah, sure is. Rod, what else is the state saying about the My Shot to Win the sweepstakes?
Well, the state is saying, look, the FDA approved for emergency use the vaccine on December 1st. That's why they chose that date. They also say that this is really more of a looking forward thing where the $50,000 a day for the people getting the jab here right after July 1st. That's the real incentive here, and they want to sort of emphasize that. They want people who haven't been vaccinated to get out and get the jab to get their chance at that $50,000.
Yeah, good. All right, Rod.